Hello and welcome to Pompom Ohmm. This is Helen. This is going to be the first week of our regular Friday videos. We're going to aim to do one every week, showing you what we're making here at Pompom Ohmm. So just like our opening week last week, on the first day we did a bit of a random one. That was a mirror. Today we are doing a canvas. So this is going to be a piece of wall art. I've already marked out what picture I'm going to be doing. It's going to be like a beachy thing going on. Okay. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. I've already got the glue gun heating up because we are actually just going to glue all of our poms on here. Okay. Before I start, I'm going to show you what colours I'm going to be using where, and then I'm actually going to turn the canvas completely upside down and work from the top to the bottom. Okay. So first of all, we've got our camel brown. It's quite a neutral colour. Okay. Next up, we've got our pearl. It's actually several different like pearlish colours all together on one spool. There's like a bluey and a brownie and a whitey pink pearly coloured there. Okay, so that's our pearl. Then we've got these are our sand coloured poms. Quite difficult to see in that light, but there you go. Okay. So we've got camel, pearl, sand. We're going to be using our sparkly white again. We're going to be using our glacier blue. That's going to be our sky and part of the sea. We've got our navy blue there that we're using. We've got our azure blue. We've got our canary yellow that we're going to be using as part of our sunset. We've got our bright yellow, our bright lemon yellow that we're going to be using as the sun. We've got our bright orange that we're going to be using as part of the sunset. And then just to finish it off again, we've got the azure blue that's going to be the rest of the sky. So those are all of the colours that we're going to be using tonight. Okay, you'll notice that they're not full poms. Okay, so that's the back of each one. They are just literally half a pom made on our smallest wreath maker. Sorry. So yeah, so they're just half poms. We've done that deliberately. You don't want to waste any wool because it's all going on the canvas anyway, and this will make it easier to stick on. Okay, like promised. This is the canvas, this is our sand down here, our sea here, and our sky up there. But I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to work top down, okay? Let's go down to the actual canvas. I'm not expecting you to be able to see any of my pencil lines. You can just about see them on the camera there. So let's see if our glue gun's heated up. I'm still using a mini glue gun for this project, and it's going to need a lot of glue for this. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my tray of poms around here because I've actually, the top is here. Okay, I have left a little tail on every single one of these as I was making them, so I'm just going to be chopping them off as I go. Okay, we're going to see how these go on here. I might try and do them randomly. They might end up in lines here and there, but we'll see how we get on. I should have cut all these off before I got onto the camera, but I didn't think that far ahead, to be honest. Okay, we'll just stick on our first few. As I said, I'm going to make sure that I'm actually covering the edge of the canvas here as well, because I really don't want to be seeing all of this white edge when we're covering it completely in poms. We want it to go right round the edge and all. Just give us a nicer finish. You're going to feel the glue through these poms, so you need to be making sure you're protecting your hands somehow, either using scissors or wearing, protecting your hands somehow. Okay, we're gonna be making all our poms quite close together here so that we get a nice fluffy effect. Okay, I'm just going to work my way actually along this line here first. As you can see, I'm not putting it on so that the shallow end is at the edge. I'm actually putting it on so that we'd need to flatten up these poms to get the next layer in. It's just going to make sure that we've got a nice, really kind of full looking pom picture there. Okay. So again, I'm gonna put the next one on, but I'm gonna make sure it goes down the edge. Okay. I have pre-made all these poms for this picture again, because again this would be a long make if I sat there on the camera and made all of these and then stuck them all on. So that's not realistic for anybody who's making long, especially because if you order this as a make at home kit again, which will be available eventually, you're going to order the poms from us. They will come with poms. If you've ordered it just literally you're going to do all the poms yourself, then great. You will be, you'll be spending at least an hour, if not two, making all your half poms. It depends on how fast you work, really. Okay, so going right up over this corner as well. Like I really do want the whole thing to be covered. Okay, you can see there that I've really gone over the edge. I don't want to see much of that white at all. Okay, again, all in here and over this edge. Essentially, it's like painting by numbers with your poms. So you've already decided what your image is going to be. You've drawn your image onto your canvas with your pencil line, and now you're filling in those areas with colour, with colours of pom. You could, of course, depending on how complex your image is, you could, of course, do multicoloured poms. You can, you could make this as complicated or as simple as you want. We've decided that for tonight that we are literally just gonna have a single colour of pom in each section, because that seems like this picture will paint itself very nicely with that. So yeah, but as I said, you could, if you say you were doing like a green field or something, it'd be quite simple to just to make your poms out of multicolours of green. So each blade of grass then is gonna be a slightly different tone of green, which would look quite nice actually. Okay. Well, as I said, we've not gone for that effect. We've gone for keep it simple. We're going to have a different colour of pom in each section. Now I'm hoping I've done enough poms to complete this picture. If I haven't, I won't make more on the camera. I'll stop it. I'll do some more. I will tell you that that's what I've done, so that you especially if you're following this along in real time. Yeah, I haven't. I know I've not actually done enough for the sand at the bottom of this picture, so I definitely will be stopping at some point to make more of the sand. But I just wanted to get the project underway before I made any more poms, because I just want to double check that I'm not under or overestimating how many poms each section would need. And normally, obviously, I would, if I start a project like this, I would prefer to be sticking and making some more. That way then I'm not going to be wasting too much wool on unneeded poms, because obviously because because they are half poms, I'm not going to be using them for anything other than wall art, so I don't have a whole bunch of these pre-made up. As yeah, wall art's going to be more of a personal preference, so I wouldn't pre-make too many. Okay, I've gone for a simple beach picture. That's simply because I like a simple picture of a beach. I think it always looks quite inviting. You know, and I recently in the shops I've been seeing these textured pictures that you can you know, they come away from the wall and you can feel them, but I always walk past them and think, oh, I really like those, but they've got these like crystals on them, and they're actually, if you go up and feel them, they're actually quite sharp in places, so they're very non-ideal for anyone who's got any little ones that's going to go running into them. Whereas obviously these poms, they're not going to do any serious damage if a child ran into this piece of artwork. And I know you know your artwork would be up where the child couldn't reach them, but you do never know. So yeah, this would be sort of a tactile alternative to the ones with all these sparkly crystals on that I'm always really tempted by actually in the shops. Okay. As I said, we're still working to this line, but we're deliberately making it so that we've got to press it up against there. I think I've got just about enough of the right amount here. As I said, the wall art's going to be a very personal thing. You might actually like this particular design. Great, you can order it from us. We will make it to order, so do give us a week or so, because we make these handmade to order. You might not, but you might have a picture that you do think would suit poms, you do think would work. By all means, you know, send us a general inquiry. We'll get back to you, and you can send us an image actually of what you think you'd like, and we can work with you to make it work. We will offer this obviously as a make at home as well, but again it will be you know, as you order them, so do allow us time to get all your little poms. We don't keep these little poms just in stock. We are making them specifically for this project. I'm not expecting this to be a quick project. We've been going for just under 15 minutes. And as you can see, I'm only on section 1, so I would fully expect this is going to be at least an hour and a half, possibly longer, possibly not. But yeah, this is, if you're doing this at home, this is definitely going to be a project for you. You know, do a bit, go away, come back, do a bit more. You certainly don't need to do it in one sitting like we are. You can treat it like a painting, treat it like, you know, do a bit of it, get a cup of tea, come back to it. Certainly don't need to rush it. Yeah. So, you know, you are going to be putting an awful lot of hours in to get these poms done if you are making this at home. So take your time about it, you know. We're sort of rushing through it simply to be able to show you in one sitting, so that we've got it on the camera for you to be able to just see another example of the random stuff that we can stick pom-poms on here at Pompom Ohmm. So we're not restricted to doing wreaths. not restricted to wreaths and garlands, you know, we like to do random extras. Obviously you are going to get lots and lots of spidery lines on this, but we can get rid of all of them afterwards. Right, so I've got 3 poms left, so I'm going to be a bit more liberal with the space. I'm going to take up a little bit more space. I'm not going to change my pattern at this point. I am going to still make sure that they're tight together. Oh, I have now put down my scissors, but I've refound them. Okay. So as I said, I've got 2 more to go on there. I've got 1 for there and 1 for round the edge. Okay. So actually, it turns out I've counted pretty well actually. So hopefully that will continue, but we see what happens now as we progress. So put that in there, going all the way around the edge. Okay, all the way around the edge, and pushing it down again with the scissors so we don't catch our hands. Okay, so I can show you as we go. I can if I tilt the camera up. So we've got our sky on there, our blue fluffy sky. This is going to be quite tactile once it's all on. I do like a piece of work that you can it's sensory as well as pretty to look at. So yeah. Right, we're next up is our canary yellow. So this is making our sunset going down here. I have made. Oops, I keep putting them scissors down somewhere daft. There we are. Right, so I have made a full half pom there, but I know that this is quite a thin line, so all I'm doing is just thinning out that canary yellow, making sure I've gone right round the side so that I'm not having to fix that up later. Okay, right around the side there. Again, I know that the next one's going to go quite tightly on there, because of course the next one is going to be our azure. Okay, so keep going with this bit of our sunset. I am moving our blue ones out of the way because we know we are packing them up against the blue ones. Okay. I just want to get out all of my canary ones so that I know that I've actually got enough to go across here. Okay. Yeah, I think I've just got enough there, see, just enough to go across. You can do that if you're worried that you haven't quite got enough for a section and you've run out of wool, or you wouldn't want to make any more. Fine, just lay them on, check you've got enough, and go from there. I could have laid them all out before starting sticking these on, but that is actually that's an extra job. So I've chosen to just deliberately get stuck in here and get them, start sticking them on before I painstakingly make any more that I don't need. But so far so good. We seem to be having, we seem to have had the right sort of number so far. Okay, just keep going, sticking directly on the canvas, and then sticking your wool on. Okay. Yep. We're going to make it, but of course the orange is going to come in here as well, so that's fine. Got a few gaps, don't worry, we can catch that up with the orange that comes on as the next layer. Okay. and this is just us trying to show you another alternative for what you can do with your poms. So if you've made quite a few, it's nice to have alternative projects up your sleeve so that you're not constantly making a wreath for every occasion, although I think that's a good idea too. So there we are. Right, so just the last one. I'm going to deliberately leave a little gap here to let the orange go in, because I'd rather have the yellow going round the edge there. So there we are. As I said, I want the yellow to go around the edge. I know I haven't got a huge amount of orange, but we can make do, and if we don't have enough, we can make more. So it's not a huge problem. So let's get our first orange on there. We definitely are not going to have enough orange. I know I haven't got enough. I ran out of wool actually. So it doesn't matter though, because we can make some more, and we will. You know, we can carry on without those for now. Oops. You don't want to be touching this wool really. You don't want to touch the glue through it. Okay, and I get that, and then there. As I said, if I keep running out of glue, that's going to keep happening. Okay. Okay, I am sort of allowing them to fill out the gaps a bit more now. I'm just going to make I'm going to make my sun a bit bigger, because I know I've got more of that yellow. So there we go. I'm not gonna put the orange right above the sun actually, I don't think. Oh, am I? No, I'm not. There we are. I'm gonna let my sun go in there, and then I will put these last bits of orange just along here. I'll have a look. Does that look like a sunset? I can't lift it all the way up because of the... No, do you know what? I do think I would like a bit of orange in here. So let's see if we can get a bit of orange above our sun. I just think it'll help. Okay. We need a bit more in there, so that's fine. We can do that. I don't want to just put random bits in there. I'm gonna leave a gap, and I'm gonna stick some more in there when I've made some. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave a gap and add some more orange into that section there. So let's just move our yellows out the way for now. We can put them back in now, of course, because we'll go straight on to putting those yellows in place. So that will go in there, of course. And the next one going in here. Oh, sorry, just randomly changing our plan there. And the last bit of our sun going in there. Yeah, I have left enough gap for us to be able to get down to that. Get a bit more orange in there. Okay. Yeah, we'll get Doesn't look like we will, but we will get more orange into that gap. Okay. I just think it would make a nicer sunset if there's more orange in there. Okay. I am, however, gonna keep going for now. I'm not gonna stop yet. I'm not gonna worry about this edge. I'm just gonna do some. This will be my last orange on there. Look. And then now we're gonna do a straight line for that C. So now it's all stuck on, I can lift it up and show you properly what we've got so far. So you, as I said, definitely want more orange in there to just frame this little sun that we got going on. Okay, we're going to keep going and this will look, hopefully it'll start coming together as a picture soon. Because it's not yet, but it will. So, as I said, we're gonna put this bright blue now on there. Have a nice bright blue sea. We're gonna go the whole way across if we can. If we can fit them on there. Yeah, we can. We can fit them on there. Again, around the edge. Yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of that colour, I think, actually. I say this and then famous last word, don't have enough of that colour. Anyway, just keep going for now. I shouldn't run out of glue, I've got plenty of sticks in here. I mean, this is definitely going to be one that you'll be able to see better actually when we stick it up on a wall. I don't think it's almost too close to the camera for you to be able to really see what it's going to look like. We're going to be better off just having it up, and then you can see what we've hot. See what we've achieved. Do be careful you don't burn yourself with this project. Again, you're working very close to the hot glue. Especially if, like me, rushing a little bit. You know, we can actually always add in more poms at some point if we think there's something missing, like this orange here. So if you put it up on your wall, you've made it yourself, you put it up on your wall and you think, oh, I don't like that, you can add bits on. If you can't fit them in between, by all means add them on the top. It doesn't matter how many layers of poms this thing ended up with at all, as long as it's, you know, the more textured it is, the nicer it might actually look. You know, you could put a few clouds in your sky by adding them on the top. You know, you do whatever you want to do, really. It's pom-poms. There's no need for it to be all one flat layer. You know, there really isn't. Okay. Again, catching myself there. Getting there. Put my glue gun down and put it straight in onto all my glue ends. It's not what I intended to do that. Okay. Remember I said you're going to get lots of spidery lines. Yeah, you really are with this project. They'll all come off. They'll all come off in the end. Okay, so got our, sorry, we've got our sunset now on our horizon there, okay. Alright, so that's what we've got so far. As I said, this is going to look, you're going to see more when you put it further away from yourself. Okay. Sorry, that's all part of the beach there. Okay, more of this blue. Let's get more of this blue one. At this point, I can't decide whether working from the top is any longer the right decision. No, it's not, because I need to now see where all these lines are. Sorry, I'm not showing you. I need to see where all these lines are. So I'm going to start to work still from the top, but so I can see it underneath, basically. Okay. Again, cutting off all these strings. I should have pre-done this, but I didn't do it beforehand. It probably would have only saved us a couple of minutes off the end of the video anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, got plenty of this blue, really bright, vibrant blue. As I said, we have got at least 2 other blues going on to this, so hopefully it's going to look like there are some waves to our sea. We'll see. They all look a bit like sea anemones to me. Anyway, right, let's do more blue yet again. Okay. I've kind of pushed that back away from the line, but that's purely so that I can see where the line is for the next colour going on. Because the next colour going on is actually going to be this white, so I'm actually quite tempted to get that white on there straight away before I lose track of where that line needs to be. I'm almost going to be working a couple of colours at a time here now, so just so that I don't want to lose track of where all those lovely wavy lines go to. So this is going to be a white line here. The next one on there is going to be a wavy navy. That works. So yeah, next line on is quite a wavy navy. As I said, getting these on all in one go next to each other like this does mean that I can see where those lines are. I can allow my wool to kind of really follow the line without losing it. Okay, I'm gonna carry on actually, because this is working. I'm meaning to cut off the end and going at it with a glue gun. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this one in here. Like I said, I'm wanting to be able to see them lines that I put in originally. Okay, so that's my glacier. The next one that I want again now is actually a white. I do know that you can't see and read these lines that I've got here. So yeah, so the white's starting actually over here. So that's where I'm gonna start too, around the edge, and a bit along here. Okay, pressing it down with the scissors again, pushing it back so I can see where that line went, especially now because this is where the water's breaking on the sand here. Okay, so again I need another white in there. I have sort of pre-decided where everything was going to go, and so I didn't need to keep looking at well, I didn't really pick a single image for this, but so I didn't have to keep looking at any inspiration. I have written my colours already in, so that I don't forget what I originally planned to go where. Okay, so again, following this curvy line that I've got going on. And if you just stuck to doing one colour at a time on this, I think you would probably, you wouldn't be able to see that line unless you painstakingly move them all back. So you're not really going to want to do that. Okay, so next up here is actually the sand line now. So yeah, that's the next one going in there. I definitely know I haven't got enough of the sand. I sort of stopped at the sea. So I will be taking a break in a bit so that I can make some more sand. You know, I'm sticking these on fairly quickly, but you can take more time about it. Really, you don't need to rush this project. So, as I said, by the time you've made all those poms, it's very much going to become a labour of love. So don't rush this bit, because this is the bit that's going to really show off all them poms that you spent hours making. Okay. And as I said before, you can allow this to grow a bit more organically by putting them on, making a few more, putting more on, and then going from there. Just an alternative way, really, to display your poms rather than your traditional wreath or garland. Okay. This is, I've said it before, but this is going to be number 1 of our weekly Friday series that we are hoping to carry on with. We've been doing one a day, but that was purely for our opening week, really, to make sure that we could get enough sort of videos up so that you can really see what we are all about. Right, I'm sticking an extra one in there because I'm not quite happy that there's a gap. So that's one thing. If you're wondering, yeah. So just putting another one in there. I can see that line. But, so I'm now going to put all of the blue in place because I'm happy that I'm going to be able to follow that line. It's a bit of a wider section, so I think we'll be fine just following that line there. Okay. How many more of these have I got? Oh, a fair few. I seem to have gone to town on this colour. So, yeah, I should definitely have enough. You can't see this line, but I'm going to here. Okay. Now that we're on to doing our series of weekly Friday ones, please do comment if there is something you've seen on our website that you would quite like to see how we make, or you would like to order it as a kit. So we will do a video showing you how you would make that as a kit. Okay. Yeah. So please do get in touch. Let us know what's going well, what we're doing well, what we're not doing that well, because let us know if we could be improving any of these videos in any way. I don't claim to really be that comfortable in front of a camera, so most of the time I am just winging it. So. Okay, I'm still just working on this sea. We'll lift it up again in a second, but like I've said previously, you're not seeing the full effect, and neither am I really. It's only going to be when I go and hang it up that I'm going to be able to really see if I've, if I've got the effect that I was after, the effect that was in my head, whether I've got that onto the canvas successfully or not. Here's hoping I have, but I'll be the first to say that this is not quite how I intended it. There's been a few videos up to now where I've kind of gone, I would have done that differently. Right, I've got one left over, but I'm quite happy that that's covered. Right, so you can kind of see the effect we're going for here. I do think you'll appreciate it with a bit of distance, but you can see what we're aiming for, surely. Okay, next I'm gonna now get all this white on. Again, it's a thin line, but I think I can probably make sure I keep knowing where I'm working. I've got a fair amount of white, but that was because it was for 2 sections, so I'm just gonna quickly make sure I've got enough to do both sections here. So that's one line. I've got another line running here, and in between I've got my glacier. So let's just see that I've actually made enough. Doesn't matter if I haven't, because I really can just make a few more. I'm just conscious of the amount of time. Yeah, I've got plenty, so I've got 2 left over if I needed to space them out anymore. So yeah, let's get these on here. And how far? We're about halfway through the canvas, but we've already taken the best part of 45 minutes. So let's just see how we go. This is a thin line here, so we are, let's stretch out our poms. I'm going to go for it and put the navy right next to it, actually. Okay. Have I got any more navy lines? No. Right, so this is, I've got plenty navy, I think, to do this line. I'm going to put that straight in there. Sorry I keep touching my nose tonight, but the wall seems to be really getting up my nose tonight. Sorry to share that with you, but I feel like I need to make an excuse as to why I've constantly got my hand going up there, up towards my face, I should say. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we're just getting that thin white tidal line in there. It's just gonna give us the effect that we've got different parts of this sea coming in and meeting the shore. It's a picture of the tide meeting the sand, with a sun setting in the background. Okay. So I hope we're sort of showing you that poms are not just for wreaths and garlands and key rings and that, but any requests, let us know. I say this a lot, but we are Design Your Own, so we're very interested to see what your designs will be, and to try and bring those into actual creation with ourselves. Okay, gonna keep going with these navy. I seem to have plenty navy. I don't know why I've made quite so many, but you never know, we could use them for something else. Yeah, definitely made too many navy. So let's get that cut off there. I feel like I'm accidentally getting this into a straight line, but I will be able to fix that when I get this glacier on. That's what I mean really by losing track of where your lovely wavy lines are. But yeah, we can bring that back. I mean, they're poms, so they have got this kind of naturally wavy, you know, they're wider in the middle than they are at the end, so that makes them naturally wavy, really. For those who've seen a few of these videos, you'll know I do just absolutely witter inanely, so please do ignore me. And obviously, if you're not making along with us, which I suspect you're not, you don't need to watch this start to finish. We will not be offended if you just are flicking through to see what we're up to today. You know. But we do make these unedited in real time. So if you really would like to, you could totally make along with us. Okay, Glacier Blue, that's what's going on here next. Sorry, I've dropped one on the floor and it's not getting up as easy as I'd planned. Okay, so yeah, we're going on here. I don't know if you'd like to. Let's just show you that again. I think you've kind of got the grasp of what we're going for here. So there's a tide breaking on a shore. Okay, it'll make more sense as we keep going. That navy line looks quite dark, but you do want contrasts in there. So we are back onto our Glacier Blue. So this is the blue that we actually use for the sky. Doesn't matter that you're using it for both. We have got other blues that we could have used, but it just seemed to look right with, or I imagined it looking right with repeating that sky blue in that sea blue, because they do look, when you take a photograph of it especially, they do look similar blues sometimes. Okay, I'll get that in there. This is where I said, you're going to make sure that you've got that wavy line of navy, the wavy navy, rather than it just being a solid line. Yeah. So, sorry, definitely the wool's getting on my nerves tonight. Made so many of these poms tonight. I think it's in the air. So shortly I'm gonna be pausing, take a little break because I haven't made enough of the sand colour. Now this is not interrupting your real time. If you'd made all your poms previously, or you'd collected them from we sent them to you, then you're not going to need to pause at this point. So it essentially will still be in real time as if you had all of your poms ready to go. It's just that on this occasion I've not made all of my poms ready to go. I did say at the beginning, but you might have missed that that was actually deliberate, because I didn't know whether I was making too many or not enough. So I wanted to stop and just get some on and see what the effect was. We've not done this particular seaside canvas before, so we are kind of just, we're learning along as we go, but you can see how these pictures do just sort of form themselves really once you've got the idea in your head. So yeah, we're just following this wavy line. The next to go on here now is going to be our white, and then we are up to our sand, which, as I said, I don't have enough of. I was right, I was making far too many light blues, so I'm glad I stopped, because I'm clearly miscounting. It was when I counted up and thought I needed 40. I think I thought I needed 48 to do my sand, and I thought, no, that can't be right. So There are a lot of poms on here though, but don't forget we are using the smallest pom maker to make these. Okay, got another one going on there. And the last one that's going to go over the edge. So I've gone over by 7, so not too bad. I mean, when you're doing something like this, you can't really know exactly how many you need. That's why you're probably better off making a section and then sticking on a section and then seeing if you had enough or not. Okay, just to show you again, I mean, don't think there's much point showing you at this point, but you know, you can see that that's where a wave is broken. This is going to be the next wave break, and then that's your sand. So, okay. So back onto our whites, and we did measure this before, so we think we've got enough white to go for this. Just make sure you are, you know, pushing it up against that blue and getting that nice tight wavy line. Okay, we're going to give this obviously a bit of a fluff up at the end. So with my sand, I just need to make my camel brown and my pearl colours, and I do need a bit more of that, what I'm calling the sandy colour. I don't know how else to describe it really, it's just a sandy colour. So, there we go. We've been going for 50 minutes now, so it's a lengthy project, but if you're doing it yourself, just treat it like a painting. You wouldn't sit and do a painting in one sitting, would you? So, well, you might, but you know, not if it was going to take you about 4 hours. You wouldn't. I don't know. Depends on how dedicated you are. Actually, I guess I've got no patience, so I probably wouldn't sit there for 4 hours. Oh, my scissors have given up the ghost. That's when you know you've used them far too much. Yeah, they've completely gone. They've actually snapped there. Yeah, so let's get another pair. We have lots of these, fortunately. There we go, hiding in the wall, another pair. That's how you know when your scissors don't want to play ball anymore. They just suddenly fall apart in your hands. I mean, to be fair, those scissors have made about 1,100 pom-poms now. And no, they've definitely been worth the money spent on them. So you don't expect your tools to just randomly spring apart on you, but it does happen. The best is when the pom-pom makers give up the ghost, because they start to fall apart at the sides. That's how you know you've done too many poms with them. I mean, they do a fair 100 before they fall apart. I think I've been through about 3, and as I said, I've done about 1,100, probably more actually. Okay. Oh, I keep throwing these pom-poms around. They just don't want to stay in my hand. Oh, I think we're just going to get away with that. We're going to go right round the side with that one. I thought we were going to need one more, but no, we don't. So again, I've overmade, but only by 2, so that's fine. That's not a massive waste of wool at all. And we are only doing half poms, so it's not that much of a waste anyway, really. Okay, now we are on to our sand. Let's show you one more time. See what we're going for there. Okay, so now onto our sand again. I'm just gonna run along this white, and then I'm gonna stop because I know I haven't got enough at this point to finish the canvas. Then I'm gonna take a brief break that you probably won't even notice, because I will just splice the next one to it. Go and make myself some more poms and and come back to you. I'm telling you that because I think it's better than pretending that I just carried on, because I didn't. I'd rather be honest. I'm saying I'm making these in real time, and I am, but I always have all of the poms ready to go, and that's simply because that's most likely you're either going to be ordering this for us to make, or you're probably going to be ordering it as a make-at-home kit. Possibly you are going to be making it just with your own wool. You're just going to give it a go. And if you do that, then you are going to be spending time making your own poms. But again, you know that's going to take time. So we don't start from the point where we make the poms, because that's unlikely to be where you are starting from. But of course, we do welcome you to just give it a go. So you may be. And if you are doing one of our designs, inspired by one of our designs, show us a picture. Let us know. I'd be interested, actually. And if you've got a picture for us that you want us to do, even better. Let us know. So here we are. I'm just getting these sandy ones on here so that you can see where I'm finishing up for a minute, and then I'll be back. Like the Terminator. Okay, last one. I've only got one more, so just get this on. I'm turning these widthways now because they are filling up the area better that way round, so that's good. You are sticking wool to canvas. There's no reason these should be popping back off, but if you do find any that are a bit loose, you can just tease it with your hands, and when you find a loose one, pop a bit of glue in. It's not going to be the end of the world if any are loose. Just test it yourself. Okay, I'm going to show you where we're up to, and then I'm going to tell you honestly that I'm actually going to go and have a break from this now. Okay. Once again, the Mac's shouting at me that it needs more power, so this is a good point to rest. Okay. I want to tweak this slightly as well, but I'll do that later. Okay. Right. Having a pause now. Okay. See you in a moment. You won't, I needn't have told you really, but I always will. Hello, so I've come back to finish off this piece of work that we were doing before. I have made more poms. I've actually made some more of the coloured sections we've already done, because I want to add some more in here. So let's go back to what we were doing. Okay, I've got some more blue poms to stick in here. I'm heating the glue gun now, so we should be good to go. Okay, tangled a bit in the wires, but we'll persevere. So I'm just going to put some glue down in here, obviously, into the sections where I have decided that it needs a few more poms, actually. Did I just... Aha, I never did something with that then. So we're literally just shoving them in there where we think there might be a gap. So yeah, in the time that I've been away from the camera, I've decided that there's a few holes that I wanted to fix, but we have now definitely got enough poms to totally finish this project. So we'll have it done now today. Okay. So we're nearly. I don't think we're too far off. I'm hoping it won't be much longer. Like I said before, the bit that you missed was purely me making pom-poms. You haven't missed me sticking anything on, so you are still watching in real time, as if you already had all your pom-poms made. I've literally just bobbed away and back again with more pom-poms, nothing else. Okay, so let's just get this finished up, this one. So if you're making along with us, just carry on, or you could go and have a break, to be honest. This is a long project, this one. Okay, last of the blues there that I think we needed as an extra bit. Okay, so let's get those last of the blues. Then we're going to go onto these oranges, and then finally we're going to be going onto the sand. That was the main bit we were missing before. So I'm going to put these orange ones in first. Oh, I keep dropping things now, I think. So there we go. This I'm just going to loosen up this wire because it's just not giving me much room to work with. It's tangled up quite a bit, so yeah, that's much better, much easier to work with. So let's get some glue in there. I also decided whilst there was a way that it needed another yellow, actually. Okay, just to really make that sun the correct shape. So we're nearly there now. Okay, probably another half an hour. I did say that I thought this project would be about the hour-and-a-half mark, and I don't think I'm far off with that. Okay. Oh, let's make sure I'm actually putting this in the correct place. Yep, I am now. I've ended up using a slightly different colour orange. That's purely because that's what I had here to hand. It's only a very slightly different colour. So as you can see, I'm putting another yellow in there. Okay. You can get all those spidery bits onto it. I'm just making that sun really round now. Okay, now I'm on to this canary yellow again. I found about 5 gaps that I wanted to fill in. I sort of went back over this whilst I was making new poms, and decided what I really wanted to put where, that I thought there was some gaps, and probably when I put this up on the wall, I'm probably going to find even more gaps that I will go back and fill in. If you're making this at home, you probably will too. You'll put it up, and like I say, when I'm trimming the pom-poms, I don't trim them until I put them into the project, and that's because until I put it up on the wall, I don't really know where I wanna trim off the actual pom-poms. Oh, I really do keep throwing these around today. So, okay, we've got 2 more. No, we haven't. We've got 3 more canary yellow that I want to get put in, and then we've got 1 of the bright blue. And then we're down onto that sand, which was the bit that we're really supposed to have been getting more poms for. I've just got distracted in wanting to fill in gaps up here. So we can always trim bits off afterwards. Right, so now I've got more shape into that, you can see that. Okay. You can see where I've deliberately left a hole here because I opened it up so that I could see what I was doing when I took them all away again. So this is the last azure, I don't know how you say that word, blue that I want to put on here. More glue, tiny glue gun. So, like I said, I think I'm likely to put this up on the wall and think, needs more, but we'll see what I do. What needs when we get that far. So, I'm happy now with the sky, I'm happy with the sunset, I'm happy with the sea, happy with all this. It's just filling in this bottom section now. So we finish up with these sandy ones. I'm just going to take the camera down so that you can see what we are doing. Okay. Now I had all these on before, so I know I have got enough, but it's whether I can remember how I put them on before. And if I put them on in a slightly different way, then we could end up with not enough again, but we'll see. A bit like a jigsaw puzzle, these. So, but as I said, if you're doing this at home, you know, take your time about it, enjoy it. It's a bit of a project, a bit of a distraction. No need to rush. You're on no form of a time scale, so. Oh, unless maybe you are, unless maybe you're doing it for a reason, but hopefully you aren't. Hopefully you're doing it because you want to enjoy the process of doing it if you've bought it as a kit. Okay, just going to get that one on there around the corner. There we are. Having to think about actually what we're going to make next Friday as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got a feeling it could be I'm going to do some sort of pom-pom draft excluder. So we'll see if that's what we end up doing by the time we get around to next Friday. I've got an idea for that, so we'll see what we end up still thinking this time next week. I've got a feeling that I'm sticking them on, that I'm sticking them on tighter than when I place them on. So I've got this feeling I'm going to end up with not enough again, which will be a bit frustrating. But sorry, I need to turn my glue guns plugged in on this side of me. So, and as ever, I'm having to put it in the drawer. To use it. Sorry, I didn't cut that off, and now I've lost my scissors. This isn't particularly going well this time. They're usually under whatever project we're on, so I should have looked there first, really. Yeah, I do think we're gonna be short again of pom-poms. It's when I come to stick them on, I stick them a lot closer than I place them, so but it's not a problem. it's a bit irritating because I'm going to have to go away and come back again, but rather get the job done well than half done. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go on to this pearl section here. Now with these pearl ones, I found that when I tied them, they've tied as like, they almost look like a little barrel. So I want to make sure that they are actually going to hold together, and you're not going to see any of that middle. So yeah, it's in a case of making sure they look right once they've gone on. Oh, for a starter, because I've got its tail on. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Once it goes in place, there'll be enough on there, I think. They'll be close enough together that you won't see any of those. So. keep going with that. We are sand here, camel here, and then we'll be done. Be done with this then. Not going to add any embellishments to this. Just going to let the poms do the. I suppose poms do the talking. Is what I was going to say then. Yeah, just going to let the poms make the picture. No embellishments or anything like that on this. You know, we've chosen our wool well. We've got a slightly interesting wool here in the pearl, and also we've got a bit of a sparkly thing going on here in the wool. So also it suits the picture that it's quite a simple stylized beach scenes. We don't want to go adding too much to it. Take away from that. poms again, believe it or not. And there was me thinking I had this sussed now, but no, I have in fact run out of the caramely coloured poms. The issue, you know, like we keep a lot of poms in stock, but we don't keep these half poms in stock, which is what I'm using to make this canvas with. So I am having to literally make them as I go, which means I do seem to be constantly running out of these poms because I place them into place and then clearly I then stick them much more tighter. I did think we'd run out again actually. So we don't need loads more, but we do need enough that it'll be quicker for me to go away and come back again, I'm afraid. So sorry about that, but when we do come back, we really should have all of the ones that we need. I really hope. Okay, so I just want to show you where we're at, where we've got to. I did say before, I think this is one that you're going to need to view from a lot further back, but yeah, so you can see where I'm missing a few of the camel coloured and I'm missing a few of the sand coloured. I'll go make those. I'll come back and I will finish it off and then I'll go and put it on the hook to show you. Okay, see you in a bit. There, I'm back for the final, well, I'm hoping it's the final time to attach on the last few poms. I've made loads of extras just in case, as I don't want to have to disappear and come back again. So we've got the glue gun heating up. We're going to get this finished. Oh, sorry to yawn on camera. Let's bring that down there. Okay, let's get that stuck on. I've made far too many this time, but I was so desperate to not have to disappear and come back again. I've actually made 10 more of these sandy coloured ones, which we're not going to need 10 more. But we can probably find room for sticking a few more in. I have no doubt. A few more will fit in here somewhere, as I should imagine. There we are, see, already found space for a few more. Just bulk it out. Oh, just put my hand straight in the hot glue there. Again, there's a bit of a space there. Ooh, that one is not really stuck on that well, so let's stick that on better. There's a gap here. Okay. Put an extra sandy one in there. We are getting very, very close to being finished now, which is good news. Definitely good news that we're getting there. As I said, very long project, a bit longer than an hour and a half actually. So probably the longest that we've done. Nice to see something different than a wreath and that. So Let's get these last few in here. Okay, last few on here now. We are really getting there. Once I've got them on, actually, I'm going to have a quick count up and just see how many poms have we actually used, because I think it's in the hundreds, to be honest. Let's have a look. Right, yeah, I'm going to have a quick count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. About 170 pom-poms we've stuck on here. So yeah, it's a fair few, really. But we're nearly there now. So I'm sure there is probably gaps here that I could fill in. I'm not going to do that right now though, because I'm quite happy that for now that's fine. There'll be bits on there to trim and all sorts, but I'm going to go and put this up on the hook so that you can see the finished thing. But just turn off that glue gun first so we don't accidentally leave it on. Okay, going to go and put this on the hook. Then I'll come back and do the dodgy camera work. I've not made a hanging hook for this because I'm just putting it straight on the hook. Okay. It does need trimming, but we'll just take a look at it and then I can trim it later. Okay. So let's go and have a look. This is going to look better further away, so if we just come here, you can see what we were trying to create there. So you got your sun, your sky, see, with the waves crashing onto this beach here. So as I said, with this one I do think it's one of those best viewed from kind of further away. But yeah, as a piece of wall art, it's quite, it's quite an abstract one. So yeah, so that is, sorry, bring you back around. That is our pom wall art. So a bit of a different one for our first of our series of weekly Friday makes. Okay, hopefully next week's will be shorter. As I said, I'm hoping it's some sort of draft excluder, but I might change my mind by then. But we'll see. Okay, so thank you very much for watching again. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a long-winded one with me disappearing and coming back, but thanks for sticking with it. And hopefully we will see you again next time, which will be next Friday. We'll put another video up then. Okay, so thank you very much for watching us. Any comments, let us know what we're doing right and wrong. Yeah, and I shall see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye now.